What's up, guys? Trevor Dixon here with Pure Properties. It's been a long time since I have made a video. Wanted to give you a quick update. We actually quit. That's right, we quit Remodeling company, which evolved into a water damage company, which evolved into a showroom and a retail shop, as well as investment properties. We had the 4 companies rolling and we quit. We sold the office space, the showroom space, all of our equipment, all of our vans, completely shut down the LLCs. And now we are on to a completely new adventure. I'm riding in the truck now. Just went to check on one of our flips. I just said we quit the investments. I'll circle back to that, but long story sort of short, the businesses were doing well, but we've learned a lot in the management and growth and expansion of these businesses. One of the biggest things that we learned is it is hard to focus on more than a handful of things at one time. We had all 4 companies when we decided to quit, and this was October 2024 when we bailed. They were all verticals, meaning they were all evolving and related to construction, but they were all individual entities. So they had to be marketed separately. They had to be managed financially separately, 4 separate QuickBooks, all these kind of things. And that was one of our big mistakes, is it became too complicated to push all of these individual businesses and keep it all straight and keep it all separated and keep our head from exploding. We eventually decided that it just wasn't the lifestyle we were after. We wanted some stability in our schedule, some focus for our marketing efforts, for our work efforts, and we weren't able to do that. So we decided to scrap all of it and start completely over. Now, as you can see, I'm not dressed like my typical contractor self. I'm actually a real estate agent. Since October, I have been top producer in my firm 3 or 4 times already in the last 6-7 months, focusing only on listing. And then I mentioned our flip, so me and my wife decided that we would maintain our real estate investing. We figured that those 2 vocations would pair well with one another, real estate and real estate investing. So we maintained our subcontractor relationships. I maintained my general contractor's license. We maintained our relationships with our investors. And we have done 3 flips in the last 6 months, one of which I just listed on the market yesterday, one of which we got done, decided to keep it, and now that is our first Airbnb. And the third one, we are just getting through our rough inspections. So a lot's happened. You know, I will be doing a couple more videos on how this all transpired, why this all transpired, and why I believe it's one of the best things we've ever done. We ran our business for a good while, 7 years, and did well. When we shut down, we were $4-ish million total revenue annually. And I don't think that anyone a business was a bad business. It just wasn't what we wanted to do anymore. And that's not an easy thing to say because we invested so much into it, so much time, so much energy, so much focus. But we just wanted something new. And, you know, for anybody out there that is thinking of starting a business or has started one, this is not meant to be a discouragement, but an encouragement. You always have choices. When we started our business, it was a choice. It was terrifying. You know, it was risky. It was exciting. And we decided that it was worth it. And it was. The things that we've learned, the relationships we've built, the successes we've had, the struggles we've had, it's all been absolutely worth it. And in the midst of it, we decided to take another chance. We had a stable income with our business. And we completely shut it all down to start over. That's terrifying. Our income was cut. You know, the last 6-7 months where we were used to making a certain amount pretty consistently and stably, we started over. But you know, that's a choice that we have. That's the freedom that we have, and that's the excitement of entrepreneurship. Is it can always evolve and change. I'm not an expert. I can only share my experiences. By the way, I'm enjoying a delicious breakfast cigar. Anybody who's interested in cigars, I've been a cigar guy for quite a while now. Normally don't put it on camera, but breakfast cigar for today, why not? Anyway, circling back. So, long story short, so we quit the businesses, and now I'm a full-time listing agent. We've got our investment properties, and then my wife, in the midst of all this, started a rental company, renting tables and chairs and party stuff, and that has really done well. Far exceeded any expectations of mine. I had no idea the demand that was on that, and it's such a simple business. It's hard work, but it's conceptually very simple. So we're just on a completely new route. So for those of you that are interested, I am going to try to start posting again my experience during the transition, why we did it, how we did it, and what we're doing now, how it's working, how we plan to grow it. I do plan on becoming a team lead within my firm, meaning I will have agents under me working with me. And I'm looking forward to it. We are growing, just in a different direction. Our daughter is now 2, running around, acting crazy. It's a lot of fun. My son is now permitted and starting to drive. That's a little scary, but he's doing really well. He's got his first job. He's lifeguarding, so that's cool. I absolutely love the firm that I joined. I've got, from our past business, a great relationship with the broker and the CEO, just from doing work for them over the years as a contractor. We had a great relationship, so that's been very fruitful. All of our subs, we've got great relationships with them. We go to dinner with several of them on a regular basis. And that's been wonderful. Even during the transition, they were very supportive, because a lot of them, we were a heavy source of their main work, because they were on our projects all the time. So we navigated the slowdown with them. We explained that we were going to try to keep them on some of our projects, like the flip houses and the rental properties, but that it wouldn't be the same. And we gave them notice and heads up, and we're able to salvage all those relationships and keep them in good standing so that we can still call on them when we need help to tackle some projects. And that's worked out really well. So the relationship side of all of this transaction has been wonderful. We've been able to maintain these relationships, which is vital to any entrepreneurial endeavor. You have got to have good people in your life that will help you, support you, back you up, no matter which direction you're going. So guys, I'm gonna sign off for now. I will circle back and go into a little bit of depth as to how our business grew, and then what specific decisions we made that ultimately led to our decision to leave the business and start something new. For anybody that's interested, construction, real estate, entrepreneurship in general, this is what I plan to be discussing over the next coming weeks. So stay tuned. Again, this is Trevor with Pure Properties.